Throughout history, belief systems have been the foundation of civilizations. They have shaped moral values, governed laws, and inspired art, philosophy, and even scientific progress. But what happens when a civilization loses its religion? Does society thrive, or does it crumble under the weight of its own disbelief? Today, we take a deep dive into history's forgotten faiths, the consequences of religious decline, and the patterns that emerge when societies shift away from spirituality. Religion has long served as a glue that binds people together. It provides a shared moral compass, a sense of purpose, and a framework for laws and governance. From the Egyptian pharaohs, who claimed divine right to rule, to medieval Europe, where kings were crowned by the church, faith has been inseparable from power. But religion is more than just governance. It fuels artistic expression, ethical debates, and community cohesion. So what happens when it fades? History offers us clues. When societies abandon their belief systems, either through conquest, cultural shifts, or intellectual revolutions, the results are rarely straightforward. Some civilizations have adapted, transitioning into new belief structures or secular governance. Others have collapsed into chaos, their moral and social frameworks unable to sustain themselves. Once deeply religious, Rome was built upon a pantheon of gods like Jupiter, Mars, and Venus. These deities not only symbolized divine protection but also legitimized political power. However, as Rome expanded and encountered different cultures, its religious unity weakened. The rise of Christianity marked a shift, and by the time of the empire's decline, traditional Roman polytheism had all but vanished. Alongside this loss came political instability, moral decay, and social fragmentation, making the empire vulnerable to external threats and internal decay. The Mayans worshipped a vast pantheon of gods, including Itzamna, the god of creation, and Chak, the god of rain. Religion was deeply interwoven with their social structure, influencing everything from agriculture to warfare. However, as their cities mysteriously declined, religious rituals became desperate and extreme, human sacrifices increased, yet the gods seemingly did not respond. This disillusionment may have contributed to social unrest, causing people to lose faith in both their rulers and their deities. Combined with environmental collapse and warfare, the loss of religious coherence likely played a role in their downfall. In the 20th century, the Soviet Union embarked on a radical experiment, state atheism. The government actively suppressed religious institutions, replacing faith with Marxist ideology. Churches were destroyed, religious leaders were persecuted, and belief in God was discouraged. While this shift encouraged scientific and technological progress, it also created a moral vacuum. Without a spiritual or ethical anchor, many Soviet citizens experienced deep existential crises. Corruption and cynicism flourished, and by the late 20th century, the ideological foundation of the USSR had eroded, contributing to its collapse. Science tells us that belief systems, whether religious or ideological, serve deep psychological needs. They provide existential comfort, community belonging, and a framework for morality. When religion declines, what fills the void? Some turn to philosophy, political ideologies, or science. Others experience existential crisis, leading to a rise in nihilism, depression, and social fragmentation. In today's world, we are witnessing a rapid shift away from traditional religion. More people than ever identify as non-religious. But does that mean humanity is abandoning spirituality altogether? Perhaps not. New forms of spirituality, mindfulness, scientific pantheism, and transhumanist philosophies are emerging. Humanity's need for meaning seems eternal, even if the structures change. So, what does the future hold? Will secularism lead to a more enlightened world, or will societies struggle with moral and cultural fragmentation? History has shown that civilizations rise and fall, but belief systems always leave their mark. Whether religion is fading or evolving, its impact on humanity remains undeniable. What do you think? Is society better off without religion, or does faith play a vital role in human existence? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other deep dive videos on history, philosophy, and the human experience.